Welcome to the StatTree video module for Kruskal-Wallis H. To test whether there are differences between three or more groups on some ordinal variable, the Kruskal-Wallis H test would be appropriate. This test is similar to the one-way ANOVA, but for ordinal dependent variables. You will need one categorical variable and one ordinal variable with multiple ranks in order to run this test. In looking at the Preferred Entertainment Viewing Survey, demographic question B is categorical with 4 nominal values. The first question requesting a ranking of favorite types of shows would be appropriate for the ordinal variable for our demonstration. With the PEVS dataset open in SPSS, you would choose race as the independent variable and drama, action, and comedy as the dependent variables. To run the Kruskal-Wallis H test for differences, go to Analyze in the top menu, select Non-Parametric Tests, select Legacy Dialogues, and choose K-Independent Samples. When the Test for Several Independent Samples dialog box appears, select the Dramatic Shows variable and press the arrow button next to the Test Variable List box. Do the same for the Action Shows and Comedic Shows variables. Next, select the race variable and press the arrow button next to the grouping variable box. Press the Define Range button. When the Range for Grouping Variables dialog box appears, type a 1 next to minimum and a 4 next to maximum. Those numbers 1 and 4 correspond to the value label endpoints provided for the 4 groups on the race variable. Press the Continue button. Check the Kruskal-Wallis H option under Test Type. Now press OK. SPSS will generate an output in a new window. As with all statistical tests, the first result to look for is a significance figure associated with the test score. If the significance figure meets your preset criterion, you will need to report your test results in your research paper. You will find those significance figures here. In this test, we have met our significance criteria for 2 of the 3 ranks. As you can see, the test for differences between groups regarding ranking of dramatic shows was not significant. Here are your test results. You would report these figures as well as the subsample sizes under N and the mean rank figures for each group on each show type. If the significance figure does not meet the criterion, test results do not need to be reported in your research paper. However, you will need to report that the test failed to find a significant difference or relationship in the data. To see what this output looks like, along with a reporting example, press the Output button on the Sending page from the StatTree module. Additionally, these procedures can be run from an SPSS syntax file. The code for this can be copied from the new browser window when you press the Script button on the Sending page from the StatTree module.